Welcome to Cooking with Chef Jeff. Today we're going to cook a Japanese favorite, Yakasoba. When I was in the Marine Corps, I used to live in some apartments, and directly across the hall there was an officer who was married to an Okinawan woman as his wife. She came over the first day we moved in and brought us this big bowl of something really delicious, and I didn't know what it was then, but later on found out it was Yakasoba. So kind of a favorite meal, let's make it. So we're going to start out with 1 red pepper sliced into slivers, chop up some carrot, side slice, some Taiwanese cabbage, and then there's half of an onion diced up underneath there. So we're going to throw that into the pan here in just a minute. Over here I've got water going, steaming for our seitan chicken. We're going to steam it for 10 minutes. And then we're going to throw it in the pan with the stuff we're cooking to kind of meld the flavors together. Also, dashi. Kelp to some people. It's a thin, leathery-like plant that lives on the bottom of the sea, but the flavor is amazing. So, not in the normal recipes, but something that I had a couple of times at Okinawan restaurants and really found enjoyable. The sauce for this is really, really simple. It's 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of soy, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire, and 2 tablespoons of fish sauce or oyster sauce. Your preference. I throw in a little bit of hoisin because I like the herbs and seasonings that are in there. So, let's get the vegetables ready to drop, and we'll go from there. And we're back. Well, the oil's hot. We're getting ready to drop the vegetables. As usual, when you have oil and wet vegetables, please be careful. All right, we've got the vegetables going. Next, we're going to get the seitan chicken going. I'm going to post all of these recipes in a block here at the end of the video. But you take the chicken seitan, pretty chickeny. You've got boiling water. I've got this on a low boil, but I'm going to crank it up to about 3/4 heat. Go ahead and get a strong, steady roll. 10 minutes. 10 minutes there, 10 minutes here. But you're going to cook the vegetables for about 4 minutes. Got it on medium-high. Then you can drop your sauce in there. You're going to stir that around. When you get to 10 minutes, all this is going to be ready. You're going to grab your seitan, toss it in there, and mix it all up, and that'll get the vegetable and seitan chicken put together. But we have one more thing to do. We got to cook the soba noodles. Soba noodles are amazing. They're made out of buckwheat. The directions are pretty simple. This is a 10 serving pack. I like 3 servings for 2 people. Get a pot of water going, about 6 quarts. Drop almost 1/3 of this in there, let it cook for 6 minutes. Cut off the heat, let it sit for 2 minutes, strain it, and then throw this in on top of it in a big bowl, mix it all up, and you are ready to eat. Bring your chopsticks. It's amazing. While we're waiting for this to cook, I wanted to talk to you about vegetable stock. There's a number of different ways that you can get vegetable stock and put it into your dishes. You can buy stock, of which, if you go with a low sodium, there's nothing wrong with that. I use a product called Better Than Bouillon Vegetable, low sodium. Amazing product. You use ostensibly a tablespoon to a quart. It makes 24 quarts for about $7. So when you're looking at your regular canned or box stock, it's hard to even justify. But I still like to make real stock. So every time I prep a meal, I take all the cuttings, the cores, the ends, all those pieces, and put them in a bowl. When I get done, I throw them in a vacuum sealed bag or a Ziploc bag, depending on the size of the product, and throw it in the freezer. Then when it gets soup season, I get it all out, cook some stock up, and it's just like Mom's cooking. We got the vegetables simmering. We took the seitan out at 10 minutes, dropped it in there, put the hot water in back here, brought it up to temperature. We're just letting this kind of at a high simmer. So this is 3 bunches of the 10, so this is 3 people's worth. You just undo the bands in Japanese and drop them in. I've got the water up and ready, so let's drop. My first time with this brand. I'm not used to it being bundled, obviously. Soba is such an interesting noodle, but look how it cooks. I don't know of another pasta that cooks like that. All right, here you have the finished product, Yakasoba.